So good morning and welcome to this session on neurosciences, leadership styles and risk management. I would like to decode two important aspects of risk management with you using neurosciences. The first one is how we handle risks, and the second one is how we perceive them. So maybe I'll let you know first a little bit about what we guys are doing. So I run a market research firm, and what we do is we help companies improve their risk management processes, the way they handle risk internally, but also to help them understand how their customers and partners are managing risks, especially in an innovation context. So that's what we're doing, exactly, understanding people from the inside. I came with a couple of goodies. I think at the end of the session you will be able to download a chapter of one of my books about hormones, talent and career, analyzing the link between especially testosterone and how we manage our career and how we take or not risks. You will find a couple of other books I wrote about neurosciences and product management or brand management, for instance. But let's start with a little test I prepared for you. I hope you are ready. So here it goes. You have a bear, you have a monkey, you have a banana. So there's no trick, there's no hidden aspect, it's not an IQ test. So you have a bear, a very standard bird. You have a monkey, nothing special about the monkey, and a very simple banana. And I would like you to put them in two groups. I repeat, a bear, a monkey, a banana. I want you to put them in two groups. I leave you a couple of seconds, and once you are done, I will ask you a question. Yeah? Okay, so now we have different things that might have happened, and it will tell us basically what is going on in your brain. So first thing is, some of you might have hesitated between different answers and some not. So let's see right away. So if you put the bear with the monkey together without any hesitation, if now we open your brain, we will see this. This being that in your brain, you have categories. It's very neat, very organized, and you put animals together in an animal category and fruits together in a fruit category. What can go wrong? So if you have a brain shaped like that, it means that you are very good at analyzing a lot of data in a very fast way. The drawback, there's always a drawback, you might maybe overlook some aspects because you are not looking in all directions. So if we're talking about risk management, we can think of this episode of a volcano in Iceland that erupted, and it froze the air traffic for a couple of days. So it's not that nobody knew the volcano would erupt. It's like people in charge of air traffic didn't look into that direction. So if you are with a brain shaped like that, it's important to find in the teams people who can help monitor for risks and look in different directions. Second possibility is you hesitated. So if you hesitated, no matter what decision you took, it means that in your brain it's like that. You have categories, so you were thinking of putting the monkey with the bear, but you also have some shortcuts, some index. You know there's a link between the monkey and the banana, so you hesitated. So people who have a brain shape like that are very good at talking with different people, understanding all kinds of different people, and looking in different directions, putting themselves in other people's shoes. So that's quite good in a context of risk management. Third possibility is, without any hesitation, you put the monkey with the banana, without any hesitation. If that's the case, here's how it looks like in your brain. It looks a bit like a mess, yeah? But in fact, it's a very organized mess where you know how to navigate. So you see that the expression thinking outside of the box was not invented by people with a brain like that. Because in that brain, there's no boxes, there's no category. Everything is indexed, which means that we will store data with its context. The good news with a brain organized like that is you can really make all kind of association with all type of ideas, and you will be able to anticipate risks from whatever direction they are coming. Yeah, so that's a great type of brain organization to detect risks. Another possibility is maybe some of you put the bear with the banana. It happens sometimes. So most of my banking friends are doing that, and we found out it's often because, in fact, they also have category in their brain, but they have an additional category that is probably called valuable, where they put maybe gold and bananas. Yeah, so there's no wrong, there's no right answer, there's just different type of people. So you need to figure out in your teams, you can do the test together to figure out where you are and put the right people at monitoring risks, yeah, so that you do not get surprised. The second aspect I want to discuss with you today is about the perception of risk. Sometimes you might think, wow, some people it's like they don't even see the risks. Maybe it is true. Let's have a look in the animal kingdom to find maybe some answers. Here's my friends. So these are lizards you can find in Texas. So we love looking at animals because we never ask questions. You know, it's better to observe. For people who do the same, you find much more accurate answers. So in many animal species, you have what is called gender polymorphism. It means that you have more than one type of male, one type of female. You have sometimes a multitude of them. So here in this one species of lizard, you have 3 types of male, 2 types of female. So the 3 types of male, the zoologists gave them names according to the slight color tint they have in their, on their throat. So you have the orange-throated, the blue-throated, and the yellow-throated lizard, but it's the same species. But they have different physical traits, different personality, as funny as it may sound for a lizard. So let me walk through it. So first you have the orange-throated lizard, so he's a bit bigger than the other ones, and he has a big territory. He's dating several females at the same time. We're just talking about lizard in this session, of course. Then you have the blue lizard. The blue lizard, he's dating 1 female at a time, he said. And he has a smaller territory. Finally, the yellow lizard, he doesn't stick to any territory. He's going from opportunity to opportunity, and while the 2 others are fighting, he's hanging out with a girl. So what type of personality differences did zoologists observe? They observed the different management in case of stress. So what is stressful for a lizard? For instance, there was no rain, the weather is dry, there's nothing to drink. So the 2 first lizards, there's nothing to drink, they will just stick to their territory until they die. So yeah, you find them on the ground, dead. The yellow lizard, he opens the fridge, there's nothing to drink, yeah, he moves. You know, he will try to find drinks somewhere else. So they were wondering, why are some of the lizards managing these stress signals in such a different way? What they discovered is no, actually the first lizard, they didn't even perceive stress signals. Think of it when you are in your board meeting announcing some news, and some of the directors are not even moving, you know? They do not even see the risk. So that's the story. So think of it also when you are bungee jumping with friends and they are not stressed. Yeah, no, they are not superhero. It's not that they are overcoming the stress. They are not having the stress. So this opens the eye to different strategies we need to have depending on what type of lizard is in front of us. So we were very curious about why is it so? And first of all, why do you have this different gender polymorphism? So the findings zoologists did is this is all linked to hormones. So just depending on the hormones the lizards are exposed to while they are in the egg, they will become yellow, orange, or blue lizard, just by the level of testosterone, cortisol, estrogen. So we looked into people, because you might know already, if not, it's a good day to rehearse that part, is that both men and women, we are exposed to testosterone and estrogen. Which means that basically you have men who can be more influenced by prenatal testosterone or by prenatal estrogen, and women that are more influenced by prenatal testosterone or prenatal estrogen. And this has no impact on our sexual preferences or performances, even though I have a secret mapping, but I will not share it with you today. So we looked into that, and it was funny because we measured different type of people in a non-invasive way, but I will tell you more later. And we found out that, for instance, the first female trader in France, she was more influenced by testosterone. Also, we measured some group of entrepreneurs, and usually we found a higher level of testosterone. So men and women in the same way. So if you go on our website, you will be able to measure your hormonal quotient and know what type of lizard you are. We prepared, I think, for you guys 3 discs to win, to help you with the measurement. So it's a non-invasive measurement you can do on some of your body parts, because each part of our body is like a fossil. It gives us indication on what happened in the body when we were in the womb. So what I would like to conclude with is two takeaways. The first one is that people are very rational, but they are rational based on how they perceive things, and we don't perceive things in the same way. So given the way they store information, they retrieve them, and they perceive stress signals, people will make risk management decisions that sound very reasonable to them. No? Second thing is, and that's the good point, is people who have the same physiology, the same type of hormonal profile, will have the same reaction in the same context. Yeah? So once you did a little segmentation of your teams, of your customer, you can really predict how they will react, and you can mitigate the risk wherever it needs to be. So here, if you want to connect with me, if you have questions, you are very welcome to connect via my LinkedIn page. I put the QR code here. You can also check our website and take the test, the hormonal quotient test, to measure, to find out what type of lizard you are. So thank you so much for joining me in this session. I hope you enjoyed the learning on how we handle and how we perceive risks. And I wish you a very successful continuation of our Risk Awareness Week 2019. Thank you so much.